Hey everyone, and welcome back to Aenigma Scenes, where we talk science fiction, fantasy, and horror, especially the stories that do something a little strange, a little bold, or a little unexpected. Today I want to talk about Outlaw Planet by M.R. Carey, a science fiction novel that blends space opera, western grit, and character-driven tragedy into something that feels both familiar and freshly off-kilter. If you know Carey from The Girl with All the Gifts and you're expecting something like that, pause right there. This is a very different beast. Outlaw Planet follows Elizabeth Bess Sandpiper, a former schoolteacher living a quiet frontier life on a harsh, lawless planet. Bess is half woman, half canine, one of many hybrid beings populating Carey's strange and fully realized world. After a devastating personal tragedy, Bess's life collapses, and she's reborn as the legendary outlaw known as Dog-Bitch Bess. Armed with a sentient weapon called Wakeful Slim, she's pulled into a brutal conflict that feels part Wild West, part space opera, and part political reckoning. At its core, this is a character story, a slow-burn transformation from schoolmarm to outlaw, from order to chaos, from grief to hard-won agency. One of Carey's biggest strengths here is world building. This planet feels lived in, not flashy, not gimmicky, but textured. You've got half human, half animal inhabitants, simmering political tensions between regions, and that classic frontier town feeling where everyone knows everyone, and everyone's carrying something sharp under their coat. What surprised me is how easily Carey avoids the danger of making this world feel cartoony. Anthropomorphic characters can be a risky move, but here they never distract from the story. Instead, they quietly reinforce themes of otherness, power, and survival. Bess herself is the novel's emotional anchor. Carey handles her arc with real confidence, taking her from a sheltered upbringing and respectable life into something raw, angry, and morally complicated. The transition feels earned, not rushed, and that matters, because this book asks you to sit with her grief. That said, some of the book's larger political parallels, particularly those echoing the U.S. Civil War, are well-worn territory. Carey's take isn't tired, but it does stick fairly close to familiar lines. This side stands for this, that side stands for that. The pacing is also deliberately slow. Carey takes his time setting up the world and the emotional stakes, and while that may test some readers' patience, the payoff is worth it. By the end, everything clicks together in a way that feels intentional and satisfying. As I was reading, I couldn't help thinking about Firefly, that blend of frontier lawlessness, found family, and quiet rebellion against larger systems. And interestingly, fans of Travers, Baldry's Legends and Lattice might also find something to enjoy here, not because the tones are similar, but because both books invest deeply in character and place before pushing the plot forward. Outlaw Planet works perfectly well as a standalone novel, but it's also part of Carey's larger Pandemonium setting, something I didn't even realize going in, and something that definitely made me curious to read more. If you're in the mood for a thoughtful, character-driven sci-fi western that isn't afraid to slow down and let its world breathe, Outlaw Planet is worth your time. If you've read Outlaw Planet, I'd love to know what you thought. Did the slow burn work for you, or did it test your patience? You can read my full written review at enigmascenes.com, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next scene.